We have all been lied to for decades, perhaps even centuries, or at least over a century. Work-life balance is a lie. Life is greater than work. Don't let them fool you. We've all been in the workforce for a long time, one way or another. Some of us are even retired, lucky dogs. Some of us are close, some of us are never seem to going to get there. But I want to talk to you about three things. Where did this fool concept come from? What does it mean to live to work or work to live? And finally, that life is greater than work. The first one, not to be laconic, but what is this work-life crap anyway? Work-life crap balance? This actually goes back, you ready for this? To the mid or early 1800s. Wow. They referred to it as the work-leisure dichotomy. Nice big words. I like the word dichotomy, actually. Happiness is as little separation between work and play. Now, on one hand, you might think, hey, I get to play at work. No, that's not the way it works. Unless you maybe are a professional video gamer, maybe actually even, sorry to say it, professional athletes, sorry, you guys are playing a game. You guys get paid way too much. Yes, you put your bodies through hell, I understand that, but that's your own damn fault too. In the 70s and 80s, it changed. It became work-life balance. Why was this work-life balance? Because our employers wanted our work to be our lives. And you know what? A lot of us fell for it. Our parents fell for it. Our friends fell for it. We fell for it. And we all thought, yes, we can have the career. We can have the job. We can have the money. We can have the travel. We can have all these things. You can have them. But what is it you really want? Do you really want all these things? Do you want all this responsibility? Do you want all this stress? Which leads me to the next part. Do you work to live, or do you live to work? Now, depending on your situation, you may be working to live, depending on what your bills are, what your lifestyle is like, and that's not through necessarily circumstances of your own. It could be that you have to work. You may have a whole bunch of kids that are causing you all sorts of stress in your life. You have to work to live. Or on the other hand, you could have only 2 kids. You could have started when you were 20. Okay, you hopefully are doing a job you enjoy, at the very least you like, but if you're lucky, you are doing something you absolutely love. We don't always get that. We don't always feel that. Some days are better than others. Some days we're like, yes, this is fantastic. I achieved so much, or I had a great time working, with everybody on my team. And there's some people, maybe they're artists. Maybe they've started a microbrewery or something like that, and they're thinking, this is fantastic. This is what I love to do. And they're doing that. Real estate agents even. You guys get to drive all over the place. You guys get to be outside. In Florida, it's hot. In the summertime, it's rainy at times. That happens. But there's a lot of opportunities out there. So do you work to live, or do you live to work, and why? And how can you overcome that? And that's really the third part, is I'm here to remind you, again, life is greater than work. So the first thing there is put yourself first. Yes, your job is important. It pays the bills. The other thing to realize is really, regardless of what job you do, they can't do it without you. There is that whole thing that, if I quit today, Verizon's not going to come crashing down. My team, on the other hand, will suffer big time. So if I'm having problems in my life, or if I need something more out of my life that my work is keeping me from getting, I'm not going to sit there and suffer through it. I let my boss know, hey, I need time away. I can't work 60 hours a week. I can't do whatever this is you're asking me to do. I can't be up 24 hours at a time and then get 6 hours of sleep or 4 hours of sleep and then pull a 12-hour day or something like that. It's not going to happen. Put yourself first. The second thing is be healthy, because while life is greater than work, health equals life. If you're not healthy, you're not living. You're dying. And that's a sad state to be in. So put yourself first. Be healthy. And then anything else you can think of, any of the other philosophies out there, don't sweat the small stuff. Do what you love. Any of those other mantras that are out there. If it works for you, do it, follow it. Because what it's doing is it's putting you first. It's putting your life ahead of your work. So when you guys go back to your jobs after this, you go tell your boss, hey, maybe in a nice way, maybe not so confrontational, I suppose. But just think about that too, is keep that in your mind. Life is greater than work. Because if your work kills you, it's not worth living for. Thank you.
Excellent.